Arnie, tell me how you came to be involved with the writing of We're Already Home.
Well, I am on the Interfaith Steering Committee, and when the idea of the play came up, I sort of volunteered to go where the project manager wanted me to go, and she sort of said, "Go, get on the group that's writing the play," and I was fearful of that because I'd never done anything like that, but I was a good listener and I listened to her, and turns out it worked out just fine. So.
Yes.
And you? What did you get?
Yes, I was volunteered by there was a Baha'i representative from my faith community, and she just phoned me up one day and said, they're writing a play and we think you should be the representative from our community. So I did.
When it got down to the three of us, it really changed for me.
Yeah.
Because now it became way more personal, and we managed to move the yardstick along.
Yeah.
So that was kind of exciting, right?
Yeah.
And although it was an emotional ride, right?
Yeah.
It was an emotional ride. And I enjoyed it a lot, but I found that I was going home at various times frustrated, and but whenever we got a really good idea and started to write around a really good idea, then it really started to get fun.
Mm-hmm. But once we were able to really sit down together consistently, it was that process of, I think you and I would agree, and I think Terry would agree, that we got to know each other better just as people. And so developing that relationship made the hard parts of writing a play, right? Just to creatively, your idea doesn't really work, or my idea isn't really going to fit. So it made it easier because we were getting to know each other better, to be able to let go of some of those ideas.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that happened for me was I got to know you guys on a personal level and respect you, each of you, for your different characteristics. And once I got there, it was a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because I respected every idea you had, whether we were going to use it, not use it.
Yeah.
It was that kind of a thing. So it was a mutual thing that I think at that point, the creative part of it got a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because we became comfortable enough with each other to let our thoughts come out way more naturally than when we started out.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and I agree. It became really exciting then too, because once that creativity started rolling, then it was almost like having a high some days. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had a fear, it was that we didn't know enough about the faith communities that we were writing about. So thank God we had that safety net of people to call up and make sure that we were, not crossing any sort of ethical line or thing like that would make the product not be worthy.
Well, and I think that's how we were able to write a play when you're a Buddhist, I'm a Baha'i. We had a dramaturge guiding us, but we actually wrote a play about a Muslim and a Christian family with a First Nations character, trickster character, and
In spite of us not having any.
Yeah, we are not
connection to
that.
it.
But because we had the consultants within the Muslim community and First Nations, and of course, there were lots of Christians around to give advice, but that made it, that just added to the whole thing because it just kept us learning about those other cultures and faiths too. So
Yeah, well, I think that gave it some.
invigorating.
I think it also gave it legitimacy.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yes.
what the heck is a Baha'i and a Buddhist writing about the Muslim faith and their traditions, right?
Yeah.
But in the end, it worked. So I feel really good about the product because I think it was honest, and I think it's relevant for today, given all the things that are going on today. And even at the time when we were writing it, we had come after 9/11 and those experiences. The people in the Muslim community telling us their stories about what it was like for them really, I think, influenced how we came to some of the subject matter. So, and after the fact, of course, what's going on today makes it even more relevant, I think, in a Canadian sense.
Yeah.
So.
Good conversation.
Yeah.